As promised, we are going to be reading Genesis chapter 1, starting in verse 1, the account of God's creation, God creating the entire universe and everything in it. And before we jump in, I wanted to remind us of something I mentioned a couple of devotions ago, just about how amazing God's creation truly is. And this speaks a little bit to the complexity of God's creation and how vast and how awesome his creation is, which reflects a component of God's character, how vast and how awesome he is. So I had talked about in one of the devotions past that in a single droplet of water, scientists say that there are 5 sextillion atoms in a single drop of water. That's 5 followed by 21 zeros, 5 sextillion atoms in a drop of water. And then consider the vast oceans that we have. How many drops of water are in that vast ocean? And then the size of our Earth and how small it is compared to the galaxy. And then our one galaxy in the midst of billions of galaxies in the universe. God's creation is amazing. Amazingly vast, amazingly awesome, amazingly complex. And we're about to read God's creation of that. So let's read Genesis chapter 1, starting in verse 1. It says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and void, and darkness was over the surface of the deep. And the Spirit of God was moving over the surface of the waters. Then God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, one day." In one day, God created the heavens and the earth. The heavens, meaning the universe, right? Everything in the universe, not just our local sky that we see here on earth, but outer space and all that is in the universe. And within this, God also created space. He created space and time. We know that God is eternal, right? In Psalm 90, we read that it says, "From everlasting to everlasting, you are God." And in this moment, in this first day of creation, it says that God created the heavens and the earth. So before this, there was nothing. And after this, there was everything in the universe. And the things that he would make into man and animals and plants. Isaiah 45:12. There's a lot of supporting verses in the Bible about how God created everything. There was before creation there was nothing, and then God created everything. And here's one of those supporting verses in Isaiah 45 verse 12. It says, "It is I," this is God talking, "it is I who made the earth and created man upon it." God created it. It didn't happen by chance. It didn't happen over billions of years. It happened on that first day, and God created it on that first day. It says there was evening and there was morning the first day. One day, it says. Amazing. Let's meditate on that today as we think about the power, the awesomeness, the vastness, the infinite nature of our God. Let's meditate on that today, and I'll see you next time.